Today we're going to make real dairy chocolate ice cream, and this is what you need. So you need half a pint of milk, we're using semi-skimmed. We're having a pint of whipping cream. We're having 4 ounce or 100 gram of dark brown raw sugar. We're using 3 eggs, which you need to separate. We're going to separate them with one of these, which is an egg separator. And you need half a teaspoon of vanilla extract. And also you need 200 gram of dark chocolate, either 50% cocoa or above will do it. So we'll get these prepared and then we'll get back to you. You have to use the egg separator. So that's your separator, you've cracked your egg in there. And what you're going to do is pop it in there. Now what it does is all the yolk stays in there and all the
white.
The white. Yeah, all the white.
It's not actually white.
Comes out, no. We know what we mean, don't we? And so do you. So you end up then with the yolk just in there and the white at the bottom. Okay? We've poured the milk in a pan, and what we're going to do is break up a chocolate. Break it up quite small first, and then we're going to warm it up. So do that first with all the chocolate, and then we'll get back to you. Okay? Broke the chocolate up, and we're just going to get it on a simmer until it dissolves. We're going to stir it in and get it so it dissolves so that all the chocolate's gone, and then we'll get back to you. Okay? Right, we've got it going in the pan. We've had it on about maybe 5 minutes or less. Don't put it higher than simmer because you don't want to burn anything. And as you can see now, the chocolate is dissolved pretty much. So what we're going to do now is take that off the jet, and then we'll get back to you. Okay? Right, now we're going to whisk together the sugar and the egg yolk in a bowl. Okay, now you don't want a cheap whisk to do this because you'll have it pebble dashing the ceiling. You want a good quality whisk, otherwise it'll go at a slow speed and work your way up because you want this on a slow speed. Okay, so we're going to start that and then we'll get back to you. Right, so we're now putting the egg yolk and the sugar in a bowl. Just as soon as we've whisked them in together, we're going to add the hot milk and continue whisking. Okay, so let's just get the eggs and the sugar. Get back to it in a second. Right, now we're going to add a chocolatey mixture to this. Get it all in. And then we're going to continue whisking slowly. And we're going to add the half a teaspoon of essence as well. So we'll get back to you in a second. Right, we've whisked it up so that the sugar is dissolved quite, so it's not crunchy anymore. Now we're going to add a half a teaspoon of essence. Just give it another quick whisk. And then we're going to add it to the pan again and warm it up very gently. So we'll get back to you and we've got it in the pan. Okay? Turn it round briefly, and it's quite thick now. Now we're going to return this to this pan, and then we're going to simmer it until your sauce is thickened. So get everything into the pan and then we'll get back to you. Okay? Right, we've got it on a slow simmer now. So what we're going to do is just keep stirring it continuously just till it thickens a bit. So you're talking maybe 5-6 minutes, something like that. So we'll do that and then we'll get back to you. Okay? Yeah, we've had it on for about 10 minutes now, and as you can see it's a lot thicker. So now what we're going to do, it's harder to stir as well, we're going to cool it down, and then we're going to put it in one of these freezer tubs. These are 1.1 litres and they just about fit in there if you're lucky. So I'm going to put it in one of them and put it in the freezer, put the lid on and leave it for an hour, and then we'll get back to you. Okay? Right, we've had ice cream in here for an hour. Now what we're going to do is take it out. We've poured the cream, all of the cream, in a bowl, and we're going to mix it up until it's thick. Now you can use an hand whisk with the other process if you want to, if you've got too fast a whisk to do it all. But this, you want to whip up till it's thick, and then we're going to pour it into that. Mix it all in, okay? So we'll get back to you when this is a bit thicker in a couple of minutes, and we'll show you it going in, okay? Right, we've whipped the cream up and it's a lot thicker now. So what we're going to do is stir this up, and we're going to pour it into there and mix it all in, okay? So if I do it sort of that way you can see, can't you? Better off mixing it all before you get it right to the top. Use a little spoon and mix it all round. So I'll come back to you in a minute when it's all mixed round, okay? Right, we've stirred it in, as you can see. Now all we're going to do is put a lid on and pop it back in the freezer just for another hour. And then after that we'll be adding our egg white, and then you'll freeze it again and that'll be it. So but let's just come back to you in an hour with this. And pop it in. This is why you need a lid on, because you don't want it going all over. Okay. Right, it's been in the freezer an hour. I'm just going to get it out. And then we're going to whisk up our egg whites that are left. Do that, and then we'll get mixed in. Let's get this out. So with your egg whites, you're going to whisk them until they're frothy and they stand up. So we're going to do that now, and then we'll get back to you. Okay? Right, we've whipped up our egg, and as you can see, it's like this now. Yep. And that's all your egg whites. What we're going to do is put that in there, and then we're going to mix it all in, and then it just simply goes in your freezer till it's ready. And that can be about 3 or 4 hours, or you can have it the day after, whichever. So we'll get back to you when we've got it properly frozen. Okay? Right, we've stirred it all in, as you can see. Now we're just going to pop the lid on, put it in the freezer, and then maybe 3 or 4 hours you'll be ready to eat if you want. We usually leave it till day after though. Okay? And that just fits up there. And here's what we made earlier. We're professional on this show, aren't we? If you're going to get this out, you want to warm up your scoop so that you'll get it out, and that's what it looks like. Completely solid, doesn't it? What's it smell like?
Chocolate.
Okay. And that's pretty much it.